Yeah, folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play RimWorld. We are the Uncreatives, we do not research. And a little bit of time has passed since last episode, and not much has been going on. If we take a look at the world view, I think, no, not this one. Yeah, we can go and trade over here right now, and I'd still would like to go and do the trade caravan to the Imperials to just mix things up. I'm partially waiting for, well, a couple of different things. First of all, so that we have plenty of stuff to sell, although I think we have a decent amount of silver. You can see I've planted a bunch of cotton. These are actually two separate fields, so that I have got a little bit of control. But I'm planting some more cotton just so that we can pump out a bunch more corsets and stuff like that for money. We did unlock a tech in between. Actually, if I go to the event screen over here, I guess the techs are probably in their messages. Is it not? Anyway, we unlocked cocoa growing, so I've decided to plant a bunch of cocoa trees over here. We might just end up doing one harvest. In fact, I'll go and turn off the sowing over here. Unless, I don't know if the trees get harvested and cut down and be replanted, the cocoa trees, or if they can just be harvested on the regular once they're planted. I don't usually do it, but I'm like, you know what? It's there. Let's do it. I don't usually bother researching cocoa, or we just fill in some gaps, but let's go ahead and use it. We can use the source of happiness. And then, yeah, more cotton for money. We could also just grow more cycloid leaf and turn that into money, but no. But yeah, part of it was the idea of maybe I'll just wait until microelectronics is done. Because, again, I don't know exactly when the trade shops regenerate. Like, for all I know, these guys over here have already regenerated whatever their shop is, and that's locked in. But I'm hoping that they don't yet until we actually visit them the first day, and that starts the refresh countdown. And that's the thing, I don't think the refresh countdown starts until we visited it. So I assume it gets created when we go. So I want to wait for microelectronics to be done, because I'm hoping it'll open up more book possibilities. Because actually, other than maybe a prosthetics book, and maybe, yeah, I guess maybe basic mech tech might be an option. It is locked. We need a mechanator. Yeah, I don't know if it would offer us the book. It might not offer us the book. I'm actually not sure how that would go. Anyway, I'm not sure how many books could be offered at this time. With microelectronics, it makes sure that we can do that. So we're going to win that. It'll also accumulate more cash. We'll do the nearest neighbors, of course, because we want to turn that around as quickly as possible. But then, and then we'll plan the Imperial trip because it's further away. But we also have a growth moment for William, who's just turned 10 over here. Very exciting. Already a fast learner. We could combine it with great memory. It might be a little bit redundant because William is learning so fast that even with a little bit of XP decay, it's not going to be the end of the world. So I would probably look for something else in this case. There's not a lot of good options. It might not be a bad idea to go pretty. This will help them build successful relationships. This is not a high priority stat. Great memory is definitely a much better trait normally. I'm just not sure how critical it is with William already being a fast learner. So I'm thinking I might throw in pretty. The rest of it doesn't really matter. I mean, body modder, we could make them happy with mods, but not do that. It's too bad that social didn't come up as a passion trait, because that would be a very good combo with pretty. What are we going to do with you? I'll probably double passion for the shooting. And then if you're going to work plants, we'll do that. And then, I mean, I guess we may as well put the double on melee, which might come in handy. We'll probably go and give you some like elbow spikes and things like that. And then for fourth skill, I don't know, mining, I guess. When we start really needing a lot of minerals, bulk mining is going to be good, especially for our off-map colonies. So I guess we'll go and do that. Should I just go great memory? Great memory might strictly be better, but I think I'll do this and hope that it helps William get in a relationship later or something like that, and develop more friendships are going to be good. And maybe we'll be able to give you a social tick when you turn 13. That's also possible. So I'm going to go with that. Not convinced it's the strongest, but I think it's fine. I mean, Psychopath is actually fine. Body Modder is fine. Night Owl is fine-ish. Well, no, I get... Yeah, mood bonus. It's fine if it's a strict schedule. They do tend to spend a lot of time up during the day regardless, so I won't do that. I think, you know what? I know I've just used the word a lot, but it's fine. So let's do that. That's fine. Okay, Quill, reset your brain. You can do it. Let's just hope this microelectronics happens. Ooh, a pod sprout. Why can't I jump to location? Did it spawn? Oh, I bet you it spawned inside of our growing area and it was instantly harvested. Oh, that's neat. Okay. Okay. So if things remain peaceful for a little bit, we might be able to finish this research and get the trade caravan going on. I don't know. Topiary playing some instruments. Now I'm curious, if we take a look at you. When did that happen? No, it's not. Yeah, maybe it's too old. When did you lose a leg? Good news, Topiary, we have a leg for you. Anyway, what I was going to do is check the recreation, because you just went for instruments. Yeah, see, you're not bored of the book stuff. I guess I could force you to read these books. I guess I was doing that for a while, right? Like with these idlers, for example. What's the most important thing? Ryan's notes is the most important thing. And then flak armor's pretty good. And then, I don't know, whichever. Well, it's masterwork, so I guess we'll do that. I should get back in the habit of doing this thing. But Topiary, you, my friend, are getting an operation. I'm so sorry that I hadn't noticed that you were missing a leg a little bit sooner. Let's make sure you can have best quality medicine and get into the proper bed there. And we want to make sure to have Priest, who's our best doctor still. Let's say, wow, Topiary, it's taking you a long time to get there. Topiary only has one leg. Boom, 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 boom. This should be good. What's your medical skill at? 15. I mean, it's only normal quality hospital bed, but that's still going to do it. Excellent. Lovely. Let's go and bring you back down to industrial tech or better. We want to make sure to save our Glitter World medicine for emergencies or for surgeries, because, you know, botching's pretty bad. At a 15 and a medical bed, maybe it's overkill. I don't know if there's a clean, easy way to see what the success chance is. We'd have to add everything up. Like, I don't think we can see it in the moment. Speed. Surgery success chance. You're starting at a base of 100. And then presumably there's no malice to this hospital bed. If anything, it's increasing it. Oh, I think we've got a 100% success chance. Could you even do it herbal? Like, 10 quality maximum. But does this... I mean, the medicine quality must matter. Okay, improves the quality of tending. Multiplier chance of success. Okay, I think we just don't want the herbal because it has a 60% potency. But we don't, as long as we're using Priest, even if he has a slight debuff from, you know, some sort of like mind-altering substance or something like that, the hospital bed will probably cover it. We don't have to use Glitter World. I just assumed, you know, like with cooking, it seems like even when you get to a really good cooking skill, like Stein has got 15, that might be enough. Nope, still a 0.1% chance of food poisoning. You know what I mean? Like, I assumed that with medicine, that was still going to be a situation, but it sounds like as long as we don't use herbal meds, Priest cannot F up a surgery at all. That is stupendous. Anyway, Topiary is going to be down for a bit, and even when they're up, they're going to be a little bit slow and woozy. Hey, a party time. Well, you woke up just in time for the party. Excellent. Party time. Let's be so close. 70 away. Well, it's still more than an hour of book reading, because I think the book quality is just normal, right? But we'll just keep an eye out for idlers. In fact, maybe I just want to be forcing people even if they're not doing much. Here, flak armor. And Stein, you're cleaning dirt. Yeah, which is pretty much idle. Read the Ryan's notes. Flak armor finished. Okay, gorgeous. So we're gonna set up. You know, we're even gonna go and cancel the steel helmets. I don't think there's kids' flak helmets, are there? No. We're gonna go helmet, vest, pants. I'm going to force these to just be Flapjack. Later on, when we get a second specialist, we'll change things, but Flapjacks currently are only production specialists. Quality is really going to matter here. Just use steel. Do until you have X, where X is 1. And grind this until you get legendary on these guys. You actually make legendary stuff a lot. What I could do is have a lower threshold early on, just to make sure that a bunch of these are being made. And you know what? Maybe that's the thing to do. I'll set the threshold to excellent, which I'm betting Flapjack will hit every single time. We're going to copy this, paste. So they should get everything, including Flapjack. Yeah, okay. So I will go and increase the limit on these to specifically be looking for masterwork later, so that everyone's going to upgrade. But honestly, at this point, it probably isn't going to matter that much because I'm betting things are going to get equipped right away, so they'll re-grab this immediately. I wonder if this should be a priority. Maybe, you know, people have really high-quality simple helmets right now. We've mostly been, I put the simple helmet requirement to masterwork as well. You can see there's a bunch of excellent ones sitting around. So people have masterwork simple helmets or better already, right, with the power armor, but a lot of them don't have the flak vest or pants. So I'm going to do this priority order. I'm going to move these pop packs lower down, which I think is fair. Keep the shredding up top. It's to clean things and then gives the material for everything else. So a lot of times I don't bother with the helmet because they are better than simple helmets, but usually the component cost is prohibitive. But now that's not the case. Now the important thing is to get the best possible gear possible. Oh, it's your recreation time. Well, you know what? If you're doing recreation time, come over here and read a book. Even if you're a little bit bored of it, Tough Patooties. Here, and you read that one. Microelectronics is done. Okay. So now we can go back to organizing some trade caravans. So in fact, I'm going to do that immediately. So we've reset over here. Yes. Is this one reset as well? It is. You know what? I'm going to do this one to try to get the PR first. We're going to prioritize trading there. And we're going to send, we'll do the pair again. We'll send Book and Hess. They can travel together. It's very sweet, I think. Grab a couple of stallions and then just a few extra meals. That's going to be fine. We might need more horses because we might be sending a lot. We still don't need the chem fuel. We'll dump a little bit of the regular leather we don't care about. I'll keep the tea. We'll get rid of the ambrosia. We're going to keep the Gojus. If we had the Yayo, then I'd probably get rid of that, but I'm not going to. We still have that Hero Serum, which maybe I should use, but again, other than that, missing legs, it turns out, and the asthma, but I'm worried that it only do one lung, and I'm not sure that's worth using it for that. So I'm going to save this for someone who gets like a traumatic brain injury or something like that, you know? I don't do the seeds, so this might be a good run for it, but I'm still just not going to. Mortars is still being worked on. That's being worked on. Ryan's notes we can now get rid of. That's being worked on. I think the rest, yeah, we got a trade caravan came by, I think, and we got a second tox gas. We can sell the flak one, and we can sell this. Gunsmithing and cocoa are both done, so we're going to get rid of that. I could go and sell off a bunch of wood. Let me try to remember to come up and fill our caravan with wood to dump. But we're going to prioritize this. The helmets. I'm going to keep these packs here. We got a lot of shock lances, which is maybe more than we need, but it's fine. Do this, and the silver. And then, yeah, we'll grab as much wood as we can load on. And then we'll just sell that for some extra bits. Yeah, that's not much wood left. I mean, I could take another horse. Maybe I should just take one more horse. There we go. There's a non-pregnant mare there. There, let's do that. Is there anything we want to dump off map? There might still be a shuttle sitting around. No, maybe we did clean all those up. Okay, good. Lovely. Load those guys. I guess we'll do the hull one for everyone just to get this done a little bit faster. As I say, Hess is just standing around, so it must be nearly done. There it is. Put the hull back down to 3. Thank you very much. All right, have a lovely trip, you two. Anytime you guys want to make a baby, that's fine. I'm betting they can't woohoo while they're out on the world map, which is too bad. We have to try for baby. I haven't double checked the fertility levels. I mean, it's non-zero for them, but... Oh yeah, I went and squared this off a little bit because I was thinking in my head like, oh, maybe I want this area for mortars. And then I realized, hold on. Now I have a plan to put the mortars over here because it'll be close to the stockpile, etc., etc. So that's a little bit silly. What is the stockpile? Oh, that's for the weapons. I probably will change things to make these mortar ones in some way. Or maybe what I'll do is just, I'll just bring these down by one and then have 2 single shelves, one for the high explosive ones and one for the MPs. Or you know what? Maybe I really should still have the shells outside. Putting them still here is fine, but maybe I do still want the high explosive shells outside just for safety purposes. Oh, and I should do the thing where I've queued up the trade so that I don't actually miss that opportunity. If we don't successfully trade a lot here, we might end up going immediately to the other village just to save the task of unpacking and repacking the caravan. It really depends on how much we spend. and what they've got. Oh, okay, hold on. I completely forgot, though. Dummy. We did the Flak stuff, which is great, but what we need to do... Ah, there it is. Oh, that's right, it's not production. I will put it in this room. Sometimes I complain. We can always move it around if something comes up. We're going to do that. And then we're going to put an orbital trade beacon in here. And maybe I'll put one in this room as well. There we go. With that in mind, do I want to move anything in here into the stockpile proper so it's part of the trade thing? No. I mean, we won't see ourselves as having a plasteel in the trade thing, but that's okay. And some of the cloth over here, that's fine. Yeah, this is going to be A-okay. You're nearly there. Beacons are going up. Comms console will be huge, including, and in fact, I think I will immediately go and put in a request. Stein, could you call our ally Rethius, please? And then we're going to request a caravan, and it got a good caravan, which will arrive in a few days. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. That's our only allied faction, yes? Yes. Okay. I guess, we might end up gifting some stuff to the Pig Union, just so that we can stack more of these trade caravans. It does, the goodwill there does naturally go down, although I suppose it naturally goes down to the other places as well, to, like, neutral or whatever. Masterwork, nice. Love to see that. Oh, I'm going to feel so much more secure now. Okay, so... Right, we're going to sell off the chem fuel. We might be in the buy components phase. Right, we're going to start using the Flak armor is going to use a lot of components. We have a lot of sets to make for people, so that's going to be that. Advanced components we actually still don't need, but we may consider. I'm going to sell the ambrosia, keep the go juice. Sell this, skip over the gene packs, focus, and sell this book. Oh, prosthetics, yes. Sell you. We did have one person get a heart attack, but they don't actually have a bad heart. So no, and a prosthetic leg isn't interesting enough. Venom Fang, I mean, sure. But let's add that in to our people. Maybe we'll keep throwing on to a book. Sell this wood off. Let's buy a smoke launcher. There we go. Normal quality assault rifle doesn't have me all that excited. Minigun, probably not. Yeah. And then we no longer have to buy Flak stuff if we see it. I'll get a turret pack, though. I think I'll skip this Shock Lance. We've got tons. We're still going to get the Insanity Lance. I don't think I saw any marine armor or anything like that. I don't think we need to buy gold. I think we're good here. Okay, so we're still going to have tons of money. And we're taking most of their money, and that's with buying the extra components. And we're cleared up tons of mass, mostly because we sold off all the wood. So I'm going to accept this, and I'm going to go ahead right away and queue up this trade deal, because these guys are there. I mean, we could sort of stop at home on the way, but we don't have any high priority goods to drop off. I mean, the sooner we drop off the book, the sooner they start to read it. But I think this is fine, and it just saves us the trouble of unpacking and then repacking. So let's go and do that immediately. Hopefully I packed enough food in there. I could have sent them with some extra. If I was thinking about this, but that's fine. And Flapjack's working on that vest. Perfect. Beautiful. And smithing is a high priority than tailoring. So you will do this first rather than occupy one of these benches making corsets, which isn't what we want you to do. I mean, you're also responsible for making the high quality dusters, but that's okay. I'm perfectly happy with you prioritizing this above the fancy dusters. Getting people in flak vests is probably going to be better than chooching out more of the dusters. And frankly, people might be mostly okay on the duster situation anyway. All right, you guys are there. Too bad there's not a road along the way. I know there are some mods that add the ability to build roads on the world map, which is really actually interesting. Still hoping for a RimWorld expansion to expand even more of the world exploration. Obviously, Odyssey did a lot, right? With the ability to move around with the ships. That was a pretty big deal. But it would still be nice to, like, yeah, maybe build roads, maybe... I mean, I think that full warfare is out of scope. I don't know. Depends on how they do it. You know what? Maybe the warfare stuff and, you know, more faction stuff and even road building stuff, maybe that really does just belong to mods rather than full game thing. I don't know. Lydian has done some pretty good game designs in the past, though, so if they did decide to do it, I bet you they would do a pretty impressive job. And yeah, so we're still growing excess cotton just so that we've got lots of stuff to sell, and we keep training people up in crafting, which, as we unlock things like real weapons, real armor, etc. It's going to become that much more important to go and make some masterwork pieces. And at some point, we might need to replace Brett Flapjack. He's 51. Who knows what might happen there, right? Okay, they're nearly there. Great. A little bit of a harvest of hay. We do have some hay. I think what I'll probably do is I'll make that the last sowing, actually. We'll just harvest this and then call that good for now. There we go. Trading is ready. I don't need to buy chocolate anymore. We're going to start growing our own, so that's going to be fine. We'll buy more regular components and maybe the advanced components as well. We could buy the cloth and turn it around for profit, but I think we're going to be growing plenty, so I'm not too worried there. Too bad to get more of the bioferrite. Psychic animal pulsar. Do we still have one? I don't know. Let me just skip over. Manhunter pulse. So there's a kind of a permanent one. Darkest prosthesis. Okay, that's oh no, that's the one we bought. Never mind. Multi-analyzer. Yes, please. In fact, yeah, that's just the one we have. Aesthetic nose to make it prettier. Circadian. Right, the sleep thing. But doesn't this lower... Oh, it just lowers the sleep rate. It does make us vulnerable to EMPs, I think. So I might not bother with that. Psychic synthesizer, no. Monoswords. I mean, if there was a really high quality one, then it might be exciting. But meh. We'll keep that. We could buy a normal flak vest. No. I wonder, normal recon harm. This must still be better than the flak one. So we'll do that. And a low shield pack would be potentially very handy. Another one of those, although the money situation. That's fine. I think what I'm going to do is just put back the advanced components. There we go. So, taking a lot of components. But again, in theory, we're going to start chooching through a bunch of these. I think we've got lots of... should we get Word of Serenity? I don't know. I think we've got lots of... We've got tons of components. Maybe I was going to say something. Oh, medicine. I think we still got lots of medicine at home, so I'm not going to buy that. Yeah. Okay, do this, then head home, and then we might want to take a little bit of a beat, make some more corsets, and then make the big trip to the royalty, or to the Imperials. And I think just Book and Hess is going to be fine. I think one person could get in a little bit of trouble. With two, I think there's enough cover. I don't know if either one of them has medical skill. That might actually be worth double checking. Because we might want to send one person with medical skill as well. One mailer would also be good, but neither one of these have any medical skill, which is too bad. We're not going to send priests because they can't fight. So then it becomes, if neither one of those, and yeah, I think we only have 3 doctors. So maybe we send Sayoko with them, or Vikinger. Legendary Flak Vest. Oh, that's going to be quite good. And yeah, Book, medical of 4, and Hess. Oh, okay, Hess has got a medical of 7. I mean, she's not great at it. But she can, I mean, anyone can do it, obviously, but a 7's pretty decent. I think that's acceptable. Because, I mean, we're not expecting grotesque injuries. Of course, we never do. It doesn't mean that's not what happens. But yeah, I think that'll be fine. Okay, so yeah, just chooch out some corsets. Oh, the caravan that came by, I also sold them, like, tons of, I think I sold off all our rice, like 3,000 rice or something. And some jellies, although it looks like we've got some extra jellies as well. Maybe I hadn't collected it all. Maybe I didn't sell it all for some reason. I don't know. We know there's an exotic caravan coming. Actually, so maybe I don't want to send out our caravan right now because we need to have some stuff to sell to them. Although we still have plenty of wood and other things we can do in a pinch. That's going to be okay. But yeah, maybe I'll wait for the exotic caravan to arrive and then we'll go and send our people out. That sounds pretty good. We'll definitely have to trade something. I mean, we could always sell some extra shock lances or something. Hell, we're going to have a bunch of old helmets that people are taking off pretty quickly. Looks like they did go and equip the recon helmets. That's good. Recon helmet was like 90 or something sharp protection. Now, that was only normal quality. Yeah, okay. So the recon helmet is still much better than the flak helmet. A little bit of self-dyeing of the clothes. That's great. There's a smoke launcher. We're going to try not to get rid of it this time. Let me double check over here. Smoke is out. I think I have checked this like 30 times at this point, but there's a little bit of paranoia about it. Okay, so that's going to give us a good reusable way to deal with like mech clusters. And we haven't actually unlocked mortars yet, right? No, we are working on it. Okay, tox gas. Hooray! We're not going to use that tech. But hey, we can get rid of those books and just cycle some more things and satisfy ourselves that we have progressed through the tech tree some more. Excellent. Just over here, right? We're still getting that ambrosia. Just fine. We can make some quick money by just mining out this jade too. You know what? Maybe we should. The jade won't be too heavy. I don't know if there's more jade on the map. Actually, I know there is. Yeah, this one little bit over here. Let's go and mine that out. The jade, I don't think is too heavy because I think the jade mining represents getting like very small amounts of jade. But so we can go and sell that basically as part of our international caravan. Where's the question mark person? There they are. Where are you, book? There you are. Excellent. So, yeah, we don't have much silver, but let's take a quick look. Oh, no, that's our bioferrite. Dang. Let's assume we can sell the jelly for tons of money. Animal XP. Yeah, these are XP books and not too impressive. Damn it! Arg! Okay, I can't sell that. The mortars are still being worked on. That's being worked on. That's being worked on. We can sell this tox gas and this tox gas. Yes. Gastroanalyzer. We could make a better chef. Okay, we do need to buy something from these guys. Or, I suppose I could sell less jelly. The only medicine they have is Glitterworld? They don't have regular, huh? Vertigo Pulse. I think we've already got. Drill Arm. No, I'm not convinced. I guess we could just sell less insect jelly. We can just sell it to the Imperials. I think it does rot eventually, but not very quickly, does it? Oh, it never rots. Well, there you go. Okay, so we don't have to worry about decaying on the way to the Imperials. And yeah, we have a few components now. Okay, well, I'm very sad you don't have an interesting book for us. You do have books. I'll give you credit for that, but they're all skill books. There are no schematics. All right. But I still appreciate that you came by, and I'm still happy that we've got some extra silver, and that'll be very relevant for our next caravan, which I guess we can more or less create now. Legendary steel flak helmet. Yeah, that's going to cause a little shuffling of equipment. Yeah, we got a lot of these masterwork pieces that we can sell. Lovely, and then you're going to make more. So are you not... How come you're making another helmet? Why aren't you making the vest and pants? Is it possible you're out of cloth? Yeah, so I'm actually really happy we're doing more cotton. I could stop the corset making, but no, I don't think that's what I want to do at all. I think what I'm going to do, though, is... Oh, yeah, we still have the sewing on. Yeah, I mean, we've got lots of cotton coming in, so that's good. Because, yeah, the flak helmet doesn't need any. That's correct. It needs plasteel. The others need no plasteel. No plasteel. Okay, only the flak helmet needs plasteel. Huh. Okay. Which is fine. I mean, we've got plenty stored up. We've still got some on the map that we could mine out as well. Okay, what I'll do is we'll put a cut here. We're going to let people chooch through a few more things. And then, yeah, it'll be about sending a trade caravan out to the Imperials here again. 12 days. I forgot that we've already done one. I guess I could go that one, but that is kind of a pain in the butt. Yeah, that'll probably be the next trip. And if we send caravan 5.7, it's faster with the horses. So we can probably do it with like a 2-day buffer. And we can also plan on stopping here again. Yeah, so that'll be it. The better part of a week, and then we'll send out another caravan to the Imperials. And hopefully have more things presented as book options. A little disappointed in you. I still love you guys. Thanks for being my allies. All right, folks. See you next time. Bye-bye.